Welcome back to Factorio, Seablock and TSM, episode number 153. Last time we were dealing with our excess amount of crushed stone. So we set up this facility and I finished up the setting up of the saline water handling, which looks like it's about to pop. And also the mineral sludge, which actually also looks like it's about to pop. What I've done is I set up a mineral sludge supply here, so I didn't need to have a stop here, and I may even remove the one down here because I have plans for possibly having a way of more automated removal of this sulfur, which is obviously causing a problem here at the moment. We're not using enough sulfur actually at the moment, but there you go. So the mineral sludge is getting picked up. This is actually the second lot. I had to check because we had I had signal issues before here, but they're fixed now. This should be getting pretty close too, I would have thought. 49k, 50k, there you go. This will be the saline water, which is needed, if you remember, actually by the carbon, so that might perhaps save off our requirement to do anything about the carbon for a while. But I think we need to address one of our other stopping points that we have at the moment, which is, or the risk of it, which is the nuclear power. And also, if we have time, I'll try and deal with our issue I've got with iron ore. So is this the saline? No. The copper has resumed flowing again as a consequence of this moving around. And clearing out all of the crushed stone that was causing issues there. What's this one? There you go, that's the saline water. That must be headed for up here, I would think. Yes, incoming saline water. I am going to have to give this a backup because obviously the saline water coming in by itself is not an adequate way of supplying this, but certainly this will help. How much? So we don't even have enough carbon for another train of it at the moment. This kind of needs to be going consistently. I think the idea would be to create saline water, but maybe not quite as much as all of this stack can consume, and then prioritize whatever's here so that we can still use it as a mechanism to remove it from areas where it's unwanted and bring it here. And it's just here we can still run this at maximum, perhaps. Anyway, all that aside, so to deal with the nuclear, what I'm going to do is I'm going to trap the steam and prevent excess processing when we don't need it. So to do that, I think what I want to do is build a bunch of these guys. By a bunch. What are they stack sizes? 10. Maybe even as many as 20 of them, which is a hell of a lot, I know. That's 10. It's still iron we're short on, okay. 11. Now it's steel. Steel is a problem. Steel is a big problem because we have no iron ingots currently because we haven't fixed that side of things. I'm going to have to run down here and steal steel from somewhere. That's steel, I believe. So that should be 7. I need 3 more. On the basis of the amount I was able to steal just then. No, iron pipes are an issue. Two, now stone brickers. I guess I shouldn't be too surprised, but that's good in a way. And now I can't remember how many I have, so that's 4, 9, 10, 11, 16, 17, 18. I only need 2 more to get my 20. I have a reasonable number of pipes. I don't actually need that many pipes for this. I do need a few green wires though. We're probably missing green circuits. We are. Let's get some more green circuits. And oh, that's tons now. Okay, great. All right, down to the nuclear then. It is. So as I say, I don't really feel there's actually a need to do this in vanilla. Although I have in the past, I don't see a need to do this in a vanilla base anymore. It doesn't really add anything, but I think here, where we have the shared base of resource, we can better deploy that shared base elsewhere. So, how are we doing here, in fact? We're below 4,000, so yes. The idea is we take these things. Oh, they're quite big, aren't they? They don't just fit. They don't just fit. Maybe I don't need 20 of them then, after all. What sort of... You are a substation 2. Would I move you and still get everything covered? No. I think is the answer. Can I move you back a little bit? I just need you there, I think. Okay, let's get these guys. And these are probably just ones. Yeah. Okay. So these are probably filling up fairly quickly. I don't have any red circuits, do I? No. Is that all I need for substation 2s? Oh, I need all sorts. What I want to do is change this override stack size so we only move one at a time. That's the first step. Now, the next step is to... Let's make some wire. Read hand contents. Hold. Now you can only enable or disable if... where are these nuclear things? They're probably somewhere really weird. Why would they be under petrochem? There's probably no good reason. Ore sorting, no. They shouldn't be there. They're not there. I'm going to have to look for them in a moment. Under the search facility. Okay, so that's not it. That is it. It's under intermediate products. Okay. Intermediate products. Okay, so used up uranium fuel cell is greater than 0. Otherwise, this one is locked off. Now, this one, actually, we will have an enable-disable condition. The enable condition, actually, I will use a red wire, just not sure if I need it to be red or not. The enable condition will be steam. Where would steam be? Should be under fluids, signals. What signals? Petrochem. You have, there you go, steam. Steam is less than 20k. So that's your enable condition. Steam is under 20k. And at the moment, steam is 46k, so you can't unload. Now, the other thing that I want to do is basically remove all of those and remove that one as well. So the one that you've got left will be one that you would potentially remove, but you won't remove it until steam drops, right? And we need to create these conditions on the other side as well. Where this one will get a red wire. Oh, the red wire won't reach, of course. Yeah, I need 2s on this side. Let me go and see if I can find some red circuits somewhere over here to steal. Yes, there are some. In fact, red circuits looks quite strong at the moment, surprisingly enough. I can build 2 of these now. Good. Let's have a sip of my water. So that's exactly what we wanted to have happen. So this is shut off now and should be cooling down. But let's turn these guys off. Let's see if I can do the same thing over here, actually. Now, substation 2s. When do you get power? Oh, only from there. That, if it reached, That powers everything. Okay. So, I could use this. In fact, I will use this one. They should use each side evenly, ultimately. So, yeah, you've got 5 of those in there. We don't... I don't want you to have 5. Let's get green wire from there to there. I'll take those out. So yes, you've got 1 used up uranium. This way you'll end up with 1 used up uranium as well. What are you up to? 18,000. You'll probably hit 20,000 before this is fully finished. It will then close off. We'll then stop burning through power. We're still getting nuclear power. As you can see, we're getting 23.7 megawatts. Yep, you're over 20, so you shouldn't be able to do this. There will be one available for you to pick up, but you've been disabled. You're disabled because your hand doesn't have anything. Yep, that's what I want. So now what should happen is this. These reactors should cool down. Where's the temperature? 621 degrees. Yeah, they're even, which is good. While they're over 500 degrees, or 465 actually in Bob's, or is it Angels that makes those changes? I'm not 100% sure. I think it's Bob's. They'll keep making more steam and generating power. But eventually they'll cool down and they'll stop at their minimum. They won't keep going to 0. And at that point, we'll be burning steam from here. And then eventually the steam drops to a level where it's below the threshold. Then at that point, this will be activated again. It will pick up this empty uranium fuel cell. That will enable this one to move. It will put just 1 in because we override the stack size, and we've done the same here. These should more or less operate in sync, but because, yeah, it's not actually in sync, so this side will probably start up a bit sooner. But eventually these will even out, I'm fairly sure. It doesn't look like it's increasing anymore, 106. In fact, it might even have started dropping. 468 temperature. Yeah, the temperature's basically, it's basically dropped to a point where these are not generating power. So, yeah, 105 and 36. We're now drawing steam off these guys. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with these other 10, but I was just assuming they'd be the same. Like, you can easily fit a tank at the end of these things, but we don't need to. I'm sure we'll get a use for them. But yes, this will keep dropping until it gets to below 20k. Meanwhile, we are still providing, in fact, it's probably getting a bit of a push on. This will still be able to generate at its full capacity of 200 megawatts if it needs to, but that should drop the steam amount a little bit faster while we use it faster. And what sort of rate are we using steam at? 24 per second. Yeah, it's not that big a usage, is it? But I guess we effectively have 4 of these, so it's basically 100 per second, or every 10 seconds this is dropping. So in a couple of, well, just under a couple of minutes, a minute and a half or so, this should activate. And I just want to make sure it actually works. I don't want us to turn into a brownout situation just as I fix up our steam. And this is to make our supply of 238 go a little bit further. That's the whole point. 28, yeah, it's just a few more seconds. Just a few more seconds. What are we at? 27.93. Is this burning faster? No. It's actually slowed. The consumption slowed down. We must... Yeah, we're getting solar back on. But for all these minutes, we're not burning the fuel source. That's the point. They tend to go considerably over the amount that you need. Or, I mean, we can adjust the thresholds if they don't work. It's at 25.91. Yeah, it's much slower now. Yeah, okay. Yeah. It's going to lead by the bottom. I don't need to have this across all of these to get a reasonable reading. Well, I shouldn't, because they all should effectively draw roughly the same. $25. We were doing a bit more. We might have to wait to the next night time before we're really going to notice, because our 100 per second has dropped to under 20 per second. It's still dropping though. I could always connect these tanks, but I don't believe it's necessary. I mean, this this nuclear design is to try and minimize pipes. Not that I've actually minimized pipes anywhere else in the base, but the thought is there. 23. Yeah, it's still daylight. I could always have fiddled with the numbers, I suppose, but I initially, because it went dark, I thought it might not be that long a wait before we get there. But I guess you can see the benefit, because all of this time that it's taking, we're not burning the nuclear fuel. So we're getting a lot more bang for our buck when we're only using often as little as 10% of the nuclear fuel capacity. $22. Where they must be... No. I thought these might have been dropping, but no. Actually, our power, if anything, has dropped further. Must be going into nighttime shortly, though, surely. $22. I mean, I still will probably do the salt, but the salt generation at the uranium ore, but just making this more efficient in terms of resource usage means that it's not really worth worrying about very shortly. As long as this works, as long as this mechanism works. Oh my goodness, that's low. Right, we're finally going into dusk. We should get a sustained increase very soon. There you go. Ticking up. 20. Yeah, it's slowly going up. But we're only burning at 100 or so. So when this hits 19, this should spring into life. There you go. And that did appear to work. There's only one to move, so this side's going to warm up too, isn't it? Even though it has no power. So we're going to effectively run off one side, I think, because this single one by itself is going to heat this side as well. At least it seems to work. Anyway, let's call that one done for now. So our uranium's going to last a lot longer than it previously would have. Next thing on my hit list is we need to expand out here so we can get to use our new blueprints. I'm going to start with here, which actually I'll do both of these. Hopefully that will be enough to enable trains to turn around. We're going to need a fair bit of rail and some sand to do it. What are you doing? You're bringing me... Yeah, I don't want 1k. I want more than 1k. How about I tell you to bring me 3k, which will be another 2, and then I can get, say, 500 rail. You're bringing me the rest of the rail. Good. All right. I'm happy with that. I'll take a ride from the train up there. Yeah, I think we want to get to here. I mean, I want to do this whole column, but I'm just prioritizing the bits that I need to do first. Where am I? Oh, I'm there. Okay. So this is a up. That goes east. No, that goes west. So this one probably goes east. That's an up east. So we need, it will be a down. Because this is up, it should go down. And if this one is going east, it should continue to go east. So it should be the down east blueprint. In here. Up west, down east. So if I was to put a down east in there, all of the signals should work except the extra ones that get inserted into things like where I'm standing. That's the intention of the new blueprint books. I just did that obviously for reasons of the plasma kind. Didn't quite get these guys at the back. What's that? Just a giant. Okay. Oh, good grief. I'm so busy getting carried away with my new map and my new blueprints that I can't even watch out for trains. Okay, never mind. At least it's obvious where I am. Hopefully it won't take too long to get there. I think it automatically sets your logistics to nothing which is just as well, because it's just frustrating when it does anything else. This is good to see that we are draining. Is this the iron? Yes, it is actually. No, that's not iron, that's tin. It's good to see this is getting burnt down. I think I need to go up a bit from here. Just maneuvering around this stuff. Yeah, up. Is this the one? Yes, this is the one. There's my guy. Okay. Okay, so he does have the reach to get to there. I guess then what I'm looking for, where do I have to be? Yeah, I might just turn these guys off. No, turn them on. I want that to be... I want this to get placed. Now they can go off. And we need a block. Is that the good stuff? Yes, it is. We need a block just there. So there's room for the plasma turret. I realise that perhaps... oh, there's more over there. Perhaps the artillery train at least could kill all of this stuff from a distance for me. So perhaps there is some reasons for an artillery train. It would speed up building these things. Is that enough? Yes, was good. Okay. But, you know, I have to... That's yet another distraction while we go ahead and build the ammo and so on for the artillery train. So every option that we have for sort of speeding this whole process up has its advantages and disadvantages, I guess. Oh, you're a giant, aren't you? Okay, so I definitely don't want to be trying to fight you. Oh, inventory is full. Okay, fine. What are you? Oh, these guys, there is somebody who is of size. Somebody of size, okay. Still can't insert it. What's the range like from here? It's not bad for that one. Are you kidding me? Turn those back on. Now what about these guys? No, there's no possibility from there at all. What are you? You're just big. Big and bad. Keep going, guys. Keep going. We've got another behemoth over here. And another behemoth over there. Whoops, B is the one. You're connected, good. You're too far away, so you're lucky for now. How are we going with our landfill? Not too bad. I'll probably need a little bit more. Well, I will need more because obviously I want to fill this out. Okay, let's get our book again. Let's do that. Now, okay. Down east. If that is down east, this should be down west. So this is going east. This one up the top should be going west, right? Yes, it is. So if we get the book and get our down east, up west, down west. Oh, good grief, look at these parties. Oh, you want to get excited, do you? Have you not seen what I've done to your friends? What can you do from here? You can't quite reach. Okay. I will put you to sleep, grab some more landfill. Okay, that's it for the moment. So yes, this continues in this direction. This is on the right angle. I think so far I'd have to say I'm pretty happy with how my books are going. Alright, you can go to sleep. Can you reach up there? Oh, you can. Chip away at that lot while we're here. I wonder if we've got enough landfill to do this. Don't worry, bot improvements are still on my list, very much so. Armor and bot improvements. Yes, it's just as well I'm doing this extra section because it doesn't look like... although, which way is that? That's a down. Maybe it's possible. Not sure. Yeah, I don't really need that one. Or that one. Let's just come over to the outer layer to try and make sure that we can reach all of this stuff. How's the rail holding out? Just as well. I asked for a bit more. 300 would not have sufficed. And that's correct. And I think that's correct as well. Oh, we have... Yes, we need the poles to be placed as well. That worked out pretty well, actually. Give these bots a slightly shorter journey to return to me. We'll get some landfill. Sand. Check on our nuclear baby just to make sure we haven't broken it. 469, how are these doing now? 97,000, 29,000. I think they will self-correct. I might be wrong. We might just be running off one reactor for the near future. 27k, 95k. If I find that it's still like this sort of hours from now, I guess I will run the steam pipe along there just to try and self-balance it. Oh, your consumption's nothing. Anyway, so we have a new facility for basically doing something very similar to the copper, except it's going to be iron. And for creating a new one of these. I think I will just go and grab some landfill. I might use a similar strategy that I employed last time. As in, let's turn these off. There's our titanium guys. I'll just dump half. That'll do. Now, where are we going to get the landfill from? Maybe I could grab it out of here. It didn't actually completely fill us, but that's fine. I've only got 2 blocks that I'm covering in landfill, so that's more than fine. Right, there's a bridge over here. Do I need water for this one or not? I don't think I do. No. Alright, for here then, we have to change the orientation. Oh, actually, maybe I could just reverse the whole thing. Let's get maximum. That's the maximum brush size. These hideous things. Pseudo-scientific approach to filling this with the least amount of running around. There, now, this is the other pattern. It has blue space, but we don't actually need blue space there, so I think in light of that, and in light of the fact we have landfill to burn, I'm just going to cover this in its entirety. Oh, that's interesting. Well, there are actually a couple of poles that we still haven't got, but it shouldn't really matter. I think completely filling the interior of one of these, if it had no islands, is something the order of 23,000 or so sand. Which at one point in time seemed like a lot, but it doesn't really seem like that much anymore. Now, I'm not going to do the whole column just now, but it is kind of the intention to do it. What we want is all of this, basically. Except I don't want train stops. We want a blank one, so there's no point having train stop names. The rest of it, I don't see why there would be a problem. We don't need connections elsewhere. That should just slot on like so. And for down here, Quickly harvest these little goodies. So to make just iron ore by itself, I think it's basically, it's different Angel's ores, but it's basically identical to this process that we have here. So if I was to get a blueprint of this area, alright, let's do it all under map mode. Now the only problem with this is that the ups and downs are all around the wrong way. I definitely don't need train fuel. What would happen if I try and place this? It's gonna mess things up, isn't it? What about if it gets rotated twice? No, that's not gonna work either. We're going to have to remove signals and change a few things. Get rid of the signals. Get rid of the corner pieces. That's better. Now, this down here we should turn into, actually, I probably should try and make a stop just here for my outpost station. There you go. Unload outpost station. Is it going in the right direction? I'm not sure. I think it is, you know. So if we build this, most of the rest of this will build itself. So what we can do is run back. How are we doing for time? We're almost out of time. So I think what I'll do is I'll make sure this can get built, and then I'll get the outpost train to build those new areas, and then we'll probably call the episode. I think it's pretty good progress. It should see our factory back in action. I would like, maybe it's my fault that I'm building in such a way that there's quite a lot of interdependency. Let's see if I can get rid of this extra landfill that I didn't need all of. Dump the whole lot for now. Oh, right. Logistics on. Yeah, that's better. Now, do I have an outpost station? I do. I probably have everything. Do I have the Roboport 2? I do. I only have one passive provider though. Could we quickly craft another? We could. Okay, in that case, we should have everything that we need to actually build this thing. And I was pretty happy with my new blueprints. They seem to work pretty well. Especially as I don't need to now go through and re-signal everything. I just want you to do this bit, guy. We have rail. But of course it wants to do this nonsense. I think if I ever did another Seablock playthrough, I would get rid of this mod with the different colours of sand. No cell here. What about this cell? Place you again. What's your name? Dragon Lord. Okay, Mr. Dragon Lord. That's your build requirement. Go to it. And I'm going to turn my bots off. With that, I guess I will call it here. Let the train start building stuff out. We do need to flick things around. I might do that between times. We'll see how we go. Anyway, thanks for joining me. I look forward to seeing you next time. Bye-bye for now.